Mm, let's have ducks.
Yeah, this might be one of the more shorter streams, but again, we're just gonna like keep on making the most of it because, well, you'll find out eventually with one certain tier list. But yeah, like what said, like let's always just try to like make the most of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be a great one because Bugs Bunny is one of the most iconic characters history.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Yeah. But of course, let's see here. Just waiting. But yeah, I do agree. He's one of the most recognizable characters over the years and anything like that. Just remembering like the first time like seeing him in the shorts and Space Jam, then watching the Looney Tunes show. It's just like he's just a great character overall.
Yep. And yeah, it's great to see different variations of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's practically the face of Looney Tunes.
Oh
More like
yes.
more like the mascot of Warner Brothers. So like overall, because he's just that's remember that.
Okay, yes, you're right. Because the old Warner Bros. Logo, like he comes out with a tux and it's a carrot right beside it.
Okay, well, I mean, like, other than not just for the suit, but just his status overall, just meant to be just a trickster, just a guy, like, different from the other Looney Tunes who just wants to just live his life, but people just tried to, like, antagonize him, so he just uses his wits in order to just get the best of them. And yeah, who wouldn't want to, like, do that? Become, like, smart alecky, get out of situations with that? Because it's weird. A long time ago, when I was loving the Looney Tunes, here's how my favorite characters would go. Like first, I thought it was Sylvester, and then it was Daffy, but ultimately it's Bugs because, well, he's just that awesome.
Mm-mm.
Growing up, for me, it was Roadrunner and Taz. Roadrunner because I love how he always gets away from Wiley. Taz because I love that sound whenever he spins. And later, when I was growing like older, Bugs Bunny because I saw like compilation of him on YouTube. It just made me laugh.
Hmm. Hmm. All right, and now we begin from here.
So yeah, here's how it is, and of course, I have the research to help us out on some. Like some of us may know, some of us may not, but well, yeah, that's how it is.
Good eye, good eye. All right. So of course, to start it off, let's start with the god himself, the OG Mel Blanc.
Yes. Not only is the original voice of Bugs, but he's the voice of almost every character in Looney Tunes franchise. Like whenever you see a short like with Bugs, Daffy, whatever, that's Mel Blanc. But whether there's a female character, there's usually a woman playing that, but it's all mainly Mel Blanc, which he did great.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
what he's also known for is yelling nonstop.
Yes, the non, yelling, but it's pretty funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. And yours fresh?
okay, well, what's described? What's important about Mel Blanc is because yes, he did start, of course, like he's the man who started it all with voiceovers about like how it influenced everybody else. But what made him so unique is, of course, looking at the picture of the character. That's where you come up with how he or she is going to sound. So for Bugs, he came up with two different accents from Brooklyn and the Bronx, since Bugs was described as a tough little stinker. And of course, that's how he gave him his famous accent and his most recognizable character ever, since been voicing him for 52 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
And
he is that kind of actor, the one that goes Boyd and stuff. He uses that for many characters he's done, and also Russian too.
mm-hmm. And what I was gonna say, I heard the story like years ago, and I think it's a really interesting story. Although, yeah, so like, yeah, there was a time where Mel Blanc was in a coma, and they were trying to like get him out, like just trying to reach to him. And the thing is with Mel Blanc and his saying his iconic like to "What's up, Doc." That was an interesting story.
Well, like you
Yeah.
gotta
Wow.
like explain. You gotta like explain more though. Like, yes, I have heard that story like a whole bunch of times because I saw the documentary of it. Like, yes, they couldn't get to him, so they put on like Looney Tunes and they start like talking like saying like his Looney Tunes characters. So the characters really did brought him back to life to a newer generation and stuff.
Hmm. But overall, this Mel Blanc, just thanking him for like starting off like with the whole voice acting industry, just starting with his characters from Looney Tunes. Other works other than Looney Tunes would be like him being the original voice of Secret Squirrel and like from the Flintstones, Barney Rubble, but still terrific.
And what's also equally impressive, due to your profile pic, like that's one of his most like phenomenal voice acting performances. With yeah, in the episode, like what was it, Rabbit Fire or something like that, part of like the duck season, rabbit season thing. It was like yes, Bugs dressed as Daffy and Daffy dressed as Bugs, and they imitated each other, but without change. Like it's by imitating them without even still in character. That's insane to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's talent
Yeah.
right there.
Hmm.
And of course, Ducks and Rabbits is the most iconic skit in Looney Tunes history. And my favorite one, in one of the episodes, they're turning off the posters, and they brought in Elmer Fudd wanted poster.
Hmm. And yeah, what more can you say about Mel Blanc? He's just a legend, a god, and he's just like, we miss him so much, just bringing us, iconic characters from Looney Tunes. So yes, he is the Bugs Bunny.
Yep, he will forever be remembered in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Fresh, your turn.
Yeah. Well, Joe Lasky, like he's one of my like other top 10 like voice actors, not only for Bugs but for his other characters, because I do like his takes on Daffy, Sylvester, Tweety, let's see, Marvin, Foghorn Leghorn, and so on and so forth. But it's with Bugs where I was like kind of like a little bit grew up with, because I do remember seeing Looney Tunes back in action back in 2003, way long ago. So I kind of like grew up with him.
Mm-hmm. And other than Looney Tunes, of course, he took out that mantle of being the second voice of Luke Pickles from Rugrats, and of course Plucky Duck from Tiny Toons.
Yes, the guy is just so freaking phenomenal, and like a whole bunch of different surprises, like Conan Kids Next Door and Spider-Man Friend or Foe, and SpongeBob one time, the video games where he played Mermaid Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What? Nobody else?
Oh
Nobody
no, I
else?
was just checking back as well because I also remember him playing some like this parody of Sylvester from Looney Tunes Unleashed.
Yeah, Sylvester, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, my introduction to Joe, like other than like Rugrats, was with his version of Looney Tunes like back in action. Like he did terrific as always.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I remember years ago I saw a video where this guy was interviewing him and he had a microphone and he was just doing all the voices like here and there. I also saw like a video where he was doing comedy with the voices and it was pretty good as well.
Oh yes, in addition to that, being like a stand-up comic and everything, like I'm sure that went well for him. But what really interests me is that before becoming the legend that he was and still is in memory, was that I think he wanted to be like an archaeologist, if I'm correct.
Wow.
I did not know that.
That's surprising.
That's pretty good though. Yeah. Let's see here. Overall, do you have any final words for Joel Esky, Fresh?
Well, yeah. Once again, the man is like one of the goats, one of Mel Blanc's best successors after him, and well, sure. Like if he was still around here today, like I'm still just do some more awesome stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just guessing from your side, he's Bugs worthy.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. So next up, you could go next, Mastermind.
Okay. Due to my profile, let's go with Wabbit Bugs.
Yes, good suggestion. Jeff Bergman, who also voiced him in the Looney Tunes show and other media. So yeah,
And which is my profile picture right now.
hmm So Mastermind, go ahead with your opinion.
Honestly, I will say like the way he voiced Bugs and stuff, I'd say he did awesome. Like honestly, like it's like he like sometimes he made Bugs sometimes be funny and stuff, and like sometimes some of the stuff that happens like in Wabbit, like honestly like that stuff was pretty clever and stuff, and like of course the way of course whenever Bugs is in trouble, he does a good job voicing him and stuff.
hmm But yeah, I do agree with you because when the show first came in Boomerang, I know people had their opinions, but I honestly thought it was a good show in Boomerang.
Yep. And yeah, of course, with Wabbit, of course, it used to be called Wabbit, then they decided to change it to New Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I remember that. Mm.
Yep.
But yeah, with Jeff Bergman, yeah, my two introduction to him with Bugs and everybody else was the Looney Tunes show, where putting a comedic side to every character. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was saying, like, yeah, Jeff Bergman, along with Joel Lasky, yeah, I do agree. Like, he was proven to be one of the best assessors because other than the Looney Tunes as well, like, he's just really good at doing impressions of like characters of like the actors that sadly passed away. For example, Usage and Cesar Romano's like Joker. The guy is just incredible in general.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, the guy with the profile, Christian, your opinion?
Yes. When he played him in Looney Tunes show, he did really good as Bugs, like capturing that quirky, sarcastic type of dude. But he's still a pretty good guy. Yeah, and it's also like doesn't take any crap. Like he also gets really annoyed, like whenever he's staying low or he's around Daffy mainly. And yeah, Jeff Burns and Bugs Bunny ever.
Mm-hmm. Wise words. And going last, Sophia Fresh.
Well, what makes Jeff Bergman important is that he was the first to take over for Mel Blanc's characters when he passed away, and of course he proved freaking god worthy. Because again, who wouldn't want to take the opportunity to play multiple different characters? Because almost most of these guys kind of like took that opportunity.
That is true because what do you call it? As I'm remembering well, he also did the same thing with the Jetsons movie because when the original actors like both like believe it was George Jetson's original actor sadly passed away, and then he took over like for some of the dialogue.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, but yeah, overall Jeff he just continues to be awesome at anything because he currently still has the title of being the voice of Bugs Bunny, along with another actor we'll talk about later. But yeah, Jeff, you are Bugsworthy.
Yes. Definitely.
All right, next up, you, Christian.
You know the saying, East meets West. Here we have Billy West.
Ah, nice one. All right, so
Thank
go ahead first.
All right, yeah, Billy West. Yeah, we all know him as Fry from Futurama, also Family Guy. But yeah, him voicing Bugs, like first voicing him in
Space
trying to
Jam.
think. Yeah,
Space
Space Jam. Yeah, he did really good. Like capturing that snarkiness of him. I really liked that version. Yeah, he did really well. But yeah, what are your thoughts about Billy West as Bugs?
Okay, yeah, Fresh, you could go ahead.
I mean, like, yeah, it's a great opportunity. It's I'll place him as my let's see, I guess fifth favorite Bugs because like they're like other guys who took over, which I think had like a matching almost with Mel's charisma, but Billy still did it all right.
Mm-hmm. Also, do you also want to mention the story with Billy West and I Know That Voice?
Oh, okay, I mean, like, well, I mean, like, all he did was like right, that contest. So about contest about who can sound like Mel Blanc, and he started doing voices of Bugs, Daffy, and Porky. It was like, is that what you mean?
Yes. Yeah. So what Billy was like, yes, yeah, getting introduced to his bugs in Space Jam. That movie overall was like one of the best from childhood. And Billy, yeah, I've seen more of his work as like Bugs, especially from behind the scenes of like how he does the voice and everything. And he's one of the inspirations from one of the other actors we'll be talking about later. But yeah, overall, he's just like a really good voice actor overall, just learning from more of his works. But yeah, Space Jam overall was a great ass movie.
Yep.
You know it.
And Messman, do you have anything to say about Space Jam the movie?
I mean, I will say Space Jam the movie, it's pretty good, especially with LeBron James. Like I've only seen the old one. I haven't seen the new one yet. But yeah, of course, I know Fresh said he didn't like it because I think a lot of people probably didn't like the new one or something.
Well, yeah, like it's just my opinion. Like people have certain different opinions. Like everybody, I mean, like if you see it for yourself, if you like it, that's fine. But again, it's just iffy with me.
Yeah. But I mean, I've seen clips of it though. Like, I mean, of course, they basically have every Warner brother character in it and stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the reasons why they got away with it. But overall, I'm just saying this for my suggestion as well. Don't waste your time with it because it doesn't hold up to the original, especially. And okay, another thing they got away with this movie is that they were like presenting Michael Jordan. That's Michael B.
Oh
Jordan.
yeah, I heard Michael Jordan.
That's Michael B. Jordan. But yeah, but overall, Billy, yeah, in my opinion, he's proved to be Bugsworthy. He's one of the childhood favorites.
Yeah.
All right then. Now let's go little kitty kitty with Sam Vincent with Baby Looney Tunes. So yeah, back in the day in Boomerang, they would always show like Baby Looney Tunes whenever they had the chance. And it was so great to find out that the guy who voiced Double D got to voice, yes, Baby Bugs, Daffy, and Tweety, and he did phenomenal.
Also, Baby Marvin.
That too, thank you. But yeah, overall, it proved to be one of those good like kid/baby shows that I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah, same here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Fresh. Also, your opinion was Sam?
Yeah, like he's just so amazing and hilarious and talented. It just so much of his other works just blew me away. Of course, that's all I just really have to say.
Mm-hmm. And Mastermind, you ever watch Baby Looney Tunes?
Yes, I have. I watched it off of Boomerang.
Nice. Yeah.
Yep. And also, plus, I realized like Baby Looney Tunes even showed a reference to the old Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if you go to the seasons where the character Lloyd, I think it's Lloyd,
Floyd.
but
Floyd. Yeah, it's Floyd.
Floyd. If you go to the seasons where Floyd was taking them out of the house and stuff, there you'll see that the Baby Looney Tunes are like watching TV, and the TV is showing the original Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was like the first appearance of Gossamer.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing unique about the show, like there was also kind of parodies. Like there was a parody of Don Rickles. A guy who was like the guy's name was called Ron Pickles.
Right. Yes, that one episode where Melissa just like was heckling like everybody and like just roasting them and thinking like it's so funny, but then she had to learn to not just dial it down a little bit. You can still be funny, but just don't make fun of your friends.
I'm back. What happened?
We're still talking about Baby Looney Tunes. Like, okay, since you're here, do you have any opinion?
Well, before I do that, who were you just talking about just now?
Yeah, we're talking about a parody character of Don Rickles, like Ron Pickles.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Sam Vincent, I didn't hear the voice that much, but I can imagine that he's using double D. Right, guys, word for it.
Not particularly.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's still the New York accent because that's part of his character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But overall, like this is from my opinion. If Sam ever gets like a redemption for like voicing him as an adult, I would totally see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I'll just put him in amazing. Right, Fresh, go ahead.
Oh, wait, isn't it Mastermind's turn?
No, because I picked Sam Vincent, then you, then
Oh.
Christian, then Mastermind.
Oh. Okay, Bill Farmer.
All right, and explain.
Okay, it was an episode of Robot Chicken, or a sketch, or whatever you want to call it. It was a parody of the movie 8 Mile, starring Eminem. Really cool movie. And so it stars yes, a whole different other like Looney Tunes, mainly like Bugs, Daffy, Porky, and Elmer Fudd, with Bugs taking on Eminem's character of B Rabbit. And let's see, of course, Bill being so freaking amazing, he did voice both Bugs and Daffy. And he did an outstanding job. And then with the part with Bugs rapping, he was hilarious. And oh my god, I can't believe he just said that.
Mm-hmm. I was pretty shocked too because I actually saw that skit on YouTube. I was like, damn, Bill could be a very good like voice for both Bugs and Daffy if he had the chance for like real Looney Tunes like shows. Because it's funny because Bill has already proven himself to be Looney Tunes worthy, be with Foghorn and Yosemite Sam as Sylvester.
Exactly, yes.
Mm-hmm. But overall, where would you put him?
Yeah, it would have been amazing. Yeah.
Nice. All right then, Christian, go ahead.
How about the current voice of Bugs Bunny, Eric Bauza?
Well, technically, this is why I said later on because him along with Jeff Bergman are currently tied with being the presentable voices for today.
Oh, okay. So you want to pick someone
Yeah,
else?
No. I'm just
We're
pointing
still
it out
talking
because
about it, though. Yeah.
no, we're still talking about it. I'm just pointing out that him and Jeff Bergman still currently share the role as Bugs Bunny today. So it's either him or Eric that voices for some media.
Well, that's true. I mean, I'm just saying that he's the current voice, like to me right now, Eric Bauza, because he's been voicing him a lot lately, like especially for multiverses. But I could see your point.
So go ahead with other than
All right.
multiverses.
Yes. Bauza is like wow, he's been voicing like characters left and right in modern. Like besides Bugs Bunny, he also got to voice Daffy, Marvin. What else did you get to voice?
Everyone else, like literally everyone else, imaginable. I mean, of course, like Sylvester, Tweety. Oh, yeah.
And surprising characters like Witch, Hazel, and Granny.
Yes. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Mantle right now. Yeah, he's like one of the best voice actors ever. Like one of my favorite Canadian voice actors. Yeah, he also the best of from TNT 2012, Boot from Fairly Odd Parents, and so much more. It's just that great.
I do agree, yeah, because when Eric took over the mantle for all these Looney Tunes characters, because I first saw this in a video, basically some behind the scenes of like how he grew up with the Looney Tunes and everything else, like basically. And I remember like there was this old picture of him wearing a Bugs Bunny shirt, and he was just telling like a funny story, like if he went back to time and told like his younger self, like I'm the current voice of Bugs Bunny, he'd be like whatever, Doc. But this is great that he gets to play these many characters. Go ahead. Christian?
Oh, did you not hear me?
Yeah, you were glitching, but go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say Eric Bauza was practically born to play Bugs.
Mm-hmm. And what do you call it? Going back to the Billy West story I was talking about. So I saw this video on Cartoon Network where Billy was doing his voice for Bugs Bunny, and there was another day where Eric actually came to the studio. He was basically explaining that Billy was one of his inspirations to become a voice actor.
Oh,
That
awesome.
is wow.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because the day Eric came to the studio, he was wearing a Space Jam hat with Bugs on it.
Wow.
Very convenient.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is my opinion. You Fresh?
I mean, like you basically just like summed up everything, especially that interview. But yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm. And Mastermind, you have anything with Eric Bowser's Bugs Bunny?
I think he did good.
Nice. All right. Well, Eric, you know where you're going. Bugs Worthy. All right, Mastermind. Hey, if you want to choose another one.
I'm not sure if we've done this one yet, but how about the Bugs Bunny from Looney Tunes on HBO?
HBO. Isn't that this? Wait,
That's
hold on.
still Eric Bowser, or what?
Oh yeah, I
I'm
was
talking
just
about
checking.
the new one with Looney Tunes with Bugs Bunny wearing yellow gloves.
Yeah, that's still Eric Bowser.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, we'll just help you out here.
Okay,
All right.
what other Bugs Bunny is there? Because I don't know.
That's where we're gonna help you. All right, so let's put it for my turn. I'll put a surprising one. Bob Bergen. So yeah, Bob is known for playing Porky Pig and Tweety Bird and Marvin the Martian, especially from Space Jam. And he was the only returning actor for Space Jam 2, just only playing Tweety Bird. But it was really shocking that he got the chance to play Bugs Bunny, and I think he did really great.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going back here,
Yeah, it says here he played him in ABC Family Fun Fair.
that is correct. Because along with let's see, Bugs, he also played Daffy and Slimer, which he actually did really good at.
Good to hear.
Mm-hmm. So overall, he has potential if he could voice Bugs again. I'll just put him at good.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Fresh.
Okay, so Eric Goldberg. Let's see. In on Looney Tunes Back in Action, he worked as like the character designer or just drawing the characters. But he also voiced characters like Speedy Gonzales and Tweety. And it says here that he voiced Bugs in for additional lines and in an interview.
Nice. That's very good. Yeah. And where would you put him?
So since it said additional lines, if I'm positive if I heard correctly, I guess I would say good.
All right. All right, Christian, go ahead.
Bob Bergen, yeah, I hear his voice for Bugs that often, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you could choose next.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad, bro.
That's all right.
How about was that James Arnold Taylor? What did he voice him?
Drawn Together.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can explain it because I didn't know he voiced him.
So I've seen a little bit of clips from Drawn Together, but when I saw one with James playing Bugs, he actually did really good, especially when I saw a clip from I Know That Voice where he did a perfect impression of Bugs Bunny, and yeah, he really pulls it off. And again, I wish he was one of those people I wish he could play Bugs more often.
True.
Yeah. But for the time being, I'll just put him as good because again, great potential. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go with Mad creator Kevin Shinick. So the first time I heard his Bugs was in the parody skits, Hops. Yeah, it was pretty good actually. Yeah, just using his normal kind of high pitched voice a little bit, but it's still good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of again, he could have full potential as well. I'll just put him as good as well. All right, go ahead, Fresh.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, this was an interesting one. Why don't you explain?
Okay, in Stewie Griffin: The Untold Story, there was a cutaway of Elmer Fudd just shooting Bugs to death and finishing it by snapping his neck. But it was just Bugs' overreaction of getting ready to die that made it kind of a little bit darkly funny.
Nah, I see.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Mm-hmm. But with Seth, doing these kind of parody characters, just taking the mantle of some of these characters, how would you rate his Bugs?
His is good because again, for black dark humor.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see here. Next up, Christian, go ahead.
Let's see. Well, since there are two left, who's the guy with glasses?
Yeah, that's Greg Burson.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. That is.
I'm fond with his work with Looney Tunes and other like media like that. And yeah, it's pretty impressive from my perspective. What about you, Fresh?
Okay, well it says here. Oh wait, I'm wrong. It says that he voiced him from 1990 to 2000, and he voiced him in like many different other types of media, like let's see. Oh, like the 1990s Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Let's see, Tasmania, Animaniacs. Let's see, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh, the test animation for Looney Tunes Back in Action. Let's see. Well, that's really all from my side.
Yeah, for Greg, I'll just put him amazing. But recipes to him.
Yeah.
And now, for the finale, we started with father, and now we end with son. No blank. Yeah. With him taking up like the mantles of Bugs or anybody else, because yeah, as we mentioned before, Family Guy, Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story, he actually played
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd in that one.
Yes,
Wow.
it's so shocking that I found that out.
Be
Mhm.
very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Yeah. What do you call it? Also in Animaniacs. Oh no, not Animaniacs. Tiny Toons. He also was one of the voices of Porky and Taz.
Yes.
Mhm. But in the internet, because he usually does like videos with Jeff Bergman, and when I heard his books, I was like, oh my, he sounds exactly like just like his father.
I guess it is true.
Mhm. I especially saw like this interview with Mel Blanc just answering his fans' questions, and we call this reporter was asking this guy, "Hey, can you do impressions of his characters?" And they didn't know that was Mel Blanc the whole time, and he was revealing, "That's my son."
It is like yes, really amazing. And at the end of the like documentary of yes, Mel Blanc, man of a thousand voices, and like when I hear his voice every day, it's very like wholesome to hear.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would also put in Bugsworthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's all, folks. That was the ranking for the Bugs Bunny voices.
Nice touch.
Nice. Yep, good one.
Mhm.
All right.